This is the second one. Hey, I like this song. You know what? When you're just sitting down and relaxing and you think about the things. You know, today, it's Saturday. You know what I did today? I sure in the hell didn't go through much paperwork. I might have straightened up a little bit in my dump. I can show you my 37-foot motorhome. Here. We're rocking. Look at this. No. This is the real deal. This is where we're at. That's right. Right here on this 37-foot motorhome on Delphi and Alpine. And if you think I'm shitting, you can kiss my ass because there's lips right there on that window. And look at the bowling alley right there. Morton, Washington. There's the bowling alley. And I'll tell you what, right back there is my back room that has a lion on it. And if you want, I'll go open up the window. I'll pull off some wooden shutters because you know what? They put a hole in my lion's chest out there with a beauty gun. Am I that goddamn important to what they can bedroom. Right next to it, there's a lion on the wall, and they shot from across there by that fire hall a BB right in the chest of my lion. Well, right there on the other side of that lion, that's where my head sits. So if you guys want to shoot a hole in it, next time don't miss me. A little bit lower, higher powered rifle. Go ahead. I'm an innocent person, and my dad was a Zodiac killer, the D.B. Cooper. I'm telling the truth, and isn't this fun? Look at this. There's the Zodiac sign right there. You know what? The Vice President's face is right there. You know why? Maybe I've just up in the seat with the Democrats because they fucking pissed me off and I was goddamn doing it. It's my goddamn given right to fucking vote any way I wish, and it's your right to vote any way you wish to. I would never sway anybody you see. You must vote like this or I'll fucking do it to you, but I'll tell you what. One person shot and fires way back outside. The war is on, motherfucker. All the Democrats are going to pull out their Berettas. And we're going to shoot you guys that's hauled around with toasty looking guns. And we're going to be able to pick you out of the crowd and we're going to pick you off like a little cherry. You know? And I'm just telling the truth. Why? Because Donald Trump set you up to be killed. Donald Trump set you up to be killed. The Republican Party set you up to be killed. To take the fucking, to organize a coup, to trick you. And to believe in something that isn't absolutely true. Built upon falseness. Statements that are told to me that's false. You know, people should believe me when I say they're drilling more oil and gas now in the United States of America. You know, Trump, well, you can't take that. That's no brainer. Trump claims he could do everything that Biden can, but he can't. Biden's an old man. Yeah, you know what? Trump's an old man too. He puts on makeup and stuff so you can't tell what the fuck he looks like. He's not that much younger than Mr. Biden. Mr. Biden's old, he's not senile. Donald Trump's old and he's senile. And he's grasping for straws. He's a pitiful fool reaching for straws. He's grabbing for straws. Isn't it fun? Saturday night was alright. You know, you just can't beat me. You should try it. Whether it's on the lanes or wherever it's at. Just a goddamn hour. 50. Oh, that was 10. Hey, you know what? Tonight, I might have a couple shots and go ahead and try to bowl a perfect game. But I thought I'd just stop in and say hi. You know, if people think that I wouldn't do the job, they're wrong. And if they think I'm not qualified and I don't have the money to do it, well, you got to remember, somebody's ripped me off for a gold mine. I've been ripped off before. That doesn't mean that I'll rip you off. Just because they've done something to me doesn't mean I'll do something to you bad. But I will tell you, if it continues on, I will do something very bad to people. I will do something very, very bad to people. I will do something very, very bad to people, and they can't stop me from doing something bad to them. Why? It's the goddamn law. That's the trick right there. I beat Jerry right on paper. He should be arrested. He should be jerked out of bed in the middle of the night. I've had people come to me in the middle of the night. I'd like Jerry to be fucking him to be had in the middle of the night, ripped right out of his goddamn bed, and beat by a bunch of military men, and get the information out of him, take him in and waterboard him. Yeah, here, take a drill gun to him, tie him to a chair, take a drill gun to him, just start drilling his hands. You know, hi, how do you feel today? I'm not a person that would take shit from anyone, because you know why? They forced me to eat fucking cat shit. Not cat shit, cat food. And you know what cat food tastes like? Would you like to come over and eat a helping? Because I will fucking serve you up a fucking helping. I will serve you up a fucking helping. And this here's been brought to you by Little Friskies. And ass cleaner. And you notice that all the people in Congress are going, and gone. If they're dirty, they want out. And there's some, and the ones that are really dirty, they're staying in there, and you can sure tell where they're at and what they're doing. You can tell the people how they are by who they associate with them, you know? I mean, Donald Trump and the people that he associates with that's close to him, that little ring of weirdos, maybe they should all be brought up on treason charges and join the J6ers is my proposal. I mean, all of those, either they reject what Trump's doing, but then again, now you've already seen him doing it. And by the way, another thing, I was talking bankruptcy, and I seen on the internet just a little bit ago today, the next option for Trump is the bankruptcy. And let me tell you about the bankruptcy. I told Ernie, I said, you know, I could have stopped this for Trump. I could have stopped this for Trump a long time ago, before the cat was out of the bag. But now the cat's out of the bag, completely out of the bag with Donald Trump. So to speak, I'm sure there's still cobwebs that he don't want you to find out about. You know, it's going to get stormy like Stormy Daniels. Oh boy. You know, and here I'm in Christine Canyon. You know, I call this here rolling rest home right here. I have a slut. Christine Canyon had a gap this big, but you know what? Christine Canyon. I bet it was funny. Every day. I like this song.
A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time.
Yeah. You guys, you know what? When you face the truth, you're going to heal. You know, the best place to get some good healing action is right there on YouTube, because they've got some great women that will talk about narcissism. And Donald Trump is a narcissist. Donald Trump is a goddamn narcissist, and nobody can tell me he isn't. You know, me, I may be wrong about a couple things about Donald Trump, and him being a psychopath was right up my alley when I looked at him, when I thought of my brother Jerry, when I thought of my mother, and also the other children. Patty, she's a psychopath. Patty is, Jerry is, Jim is. You know, I don't want to say my older sister is, but I tell you, she's about as psychopathic as I am. I will tell you, my sister Bonnie, no, I'm 10 times worse than Bonnie. No, I'm 20 times worse than Bonnie. No, I'm 30 times worse than Bonnie. And that right there makes it so nothing fucking passes me because my sister stands behind me. You know, whenever she's got in trouble, she came to me. When she got a divorce, she moved right there at Oakville Avenue, and she brought me that very 30-30 that was used on Terry Shortridge to murder him. And she brought me a faulty gun and sold me a faulty gun. Well, that's what it said in the newspaper in Morton, Washington, when that Shortridge boy was murdered. Terry Lance Shortridge, and remember, the code word here is Lance. Lance for John F. Kennedy, Lancer. Yeah, you see, Lancer is the code word for John F. Kennedy, the Republican Party and everything. And you know what? Again, the Shortridges was on welfare. They were on public assistance. So it was an inside job using what? DHSA? Yeah, they can use your children and put a little target right on them too. And another thing, my sister, and I never told her that I caught her husband cheating on her, Rich. But I did tell her after all these years, I did say, you know, I knew this, but I didn't come to you and tell you. And I told Ernie that too, and I said, you know, Ernie, why I didn't do that is because, hey man, he's my brother-in-law. You know, he's got to live with it, you know, so my sister, it didn't take too long before the cat got out of the bag, and Rich can't say that it came back from me. So they all knew that I could keep a secret. You know, but now there's a twist to it, and I never quite told Bonnie, I don't think this. I said, well, the woman's name was Nora, and she says, Rich married Nora. And I said, it wasn't the same Nora. See, Nora was a prostitute from Portland, Oregon, and she had a daughter named Jackie. Matter of fact, I was over there one time and I met Jackie, and Jackie was really not bad looking. And, you know, Jackie would fuck me if I wanted to fuck her. Matter of fact, she asked me if I wanted to go out and screw. You know, I mean, she was just right out there, and I turned her down because it was flattering, I will tell you that. But Rich married Nora from Portland, Oregon. But the Nora that he was screwing the night over at my brother Jim's End of the World party when the Iran hostage thing was going on in 1980, when President Reagan was going to get elected to become president. You know, he was in the election cycle right there. We were having an End of the World party because it must have been coming up around September, November, or whatever. We were having a party, and we're having it over at Jim's house down at the end of Tower Flats, the credit union, the Twin County Credit Union that changed itself to the Twin Star Credit Union. Twin Star's also China flag too, I believe. So then I lose my train of thought. Great music Saturday night. Here I am storytelling. This could be heaven and this could be hell. Did she lift up a candle? Can she show me the way? There were voices down the corridor. And the way I feel is Lewis County. You know what? Welcome to the Hotel California. It's just like Donald Trump's Twin Towers, Lewis County is. It's time for a new owner to come in and just it over. You just fire everybody at the courthouse that has anything to do with power, influence inside of the courtroom, or anything in there, and just replace them. I would probably, I don't know, I thought the National Guard should move right in there into Lewis County and take over that county and appoint new mayors and judges in that town and have new elections. And any Republicans that's in the system needs to be removed. And anybody in Lewis County that owns concealed weapons permit is to lose the concealed weapons permit. If they were entitled to have that gun, then it's up to the law. But I do not believe that concealed weapons permits should be allowed to private citizens. There is no way that a permit, a person should own, if they can own guns, but they should never own permits to conceal them. And the reason I say that is because if you come into the bowling alley and you've got a concealed weapon, and you've concealed it, and you're going to go nuts, and you're hiding it because you've got a license and you can do it. You want to pull that goddamn number. I do not want you in my bowling alley if you are carrying a weapon at all. So just to use an excuse that you have a concealed weapon and to bring it in the bowling alley is a good reason for you to be banned from the bowling alley for life. And by the way, I would never own another bowling alley again, so there's no interest in a bowling alley for me. And another thing that I do see is today I seen over in Russia, they have a Russia attack, and you know what? They set it up so the neighboring country, which Russia was fighting, seems like they were going to set it up to where it was going to look like the neighboring country was doing it, so Russia would have a reason to continue the fight on. But the United States had intel, and they got word into Russia what was happening, and they captured those people. Now, I will say this about the United States of America and the Little Red Raspberries, and Donald Trump was in one of those wrestling arenas and stuff, and he likes to go to those wrestling arenas because he thinks it's an easy place to pick up votes from, well, handicapped people, because there's a lot of handicapped people that goes to wrestling events thinking that it's real, and it's a show and stuff, and it's some kind of a escape for them, but it's really not an escape. No, a lot of that's, it can cause trauma. It can cause trauma, especially when you're looking at all the poor sports in the WWE. Poor sportsmanship. Now you look at Donald Trump. He was right there in that wrestling ring, right there. Poor sportsmanship is what that comes down to. You know, if you want to fight me, sure, I goddamn would love to fight you. I guess I just love to fucking fight you. But why don't we just get it on a little contract where we're going to do it in front of people? You know why? Because I want everyone to see what happens when you have to face the goddamn truth. And if you still want to fight me, I would just love to. You know why? Because I'm going to fight from the heart. That's right. I'm going to fight from the heart. And I'm going to fight like, you want to kill me, huh? Really? Great. Wonderful. Far out. And now, I'm going to kill you. Isn't that nice? Because if you come to me and you want to fuck with me, I consider you've already thought about killing me. And there's the kiss of death for you. And that's me. I mean, I can't help it. If these people have done this to me, and they've done this to you, what can I say? And now little Donald Trump, that wants to compare himself to Ronald Reagan, that was actually a national hero. Donald Trump will never be a national hero. Donald Trump is a national failure, and he represents national failures that's going to go right down the drain with them that don't have common sense. Just telling you. Just telling you. Anyway, I'm going to have to cut this off 20 minutes, and you know what? It's almost like a 30-minute TV show on TV because you know you're going to get 10 minutes of goddamn commercial with shit yelling in your face and stuff. You know, I think on TV they should have a little disclaimer that says, "We're going to commercial break now. Prepare for violence." But you know what they do? They put the most shocking thing, the most shocking commercial right there in the beginning of it, like it's a pie hitting me in the face sometimes. And I got 3 commercials taken off the air last year, and the one that I liked the most was the Medicaid one that had a woman that looked like my mother yelling into your face when it came on. Oh boy, I jumped all over them. Right there where the logging show is, Axemen, with an X on it. That green yarder that's in Washington State, that was in Lewis County, Washington. I used to work under it with the Nakanos. And there's a lot of suspicious things with that yarder and stuff. And even that guy that got killed that owns that show, that Gabe Reichard, that owned that show, the logger outfit up there. Boy, I'll tell you what. That guy, for everything that's dangerous that happens in the wood, and for him to get in what looks to me as it was a road rage situation, after I just read about it, it's there. It's goddamn there. You wonder why they could and how they could put a hit on somebody. It's an inside job. Gabe Reichard, I'm sure that he had lots of skill to drive that truck from Port Angeles to the logging job. And it appears that he was driving through, he was not right. Something was going on more than just a freak accident. Or that's what it appears to me. I'm hypersensitive, yes, and also this whole thing is on my radar. Axemen, what's it do? It shows in, here's the entryways into the United States. Right there, Hoquiam, right there, Port Angeles, right down there, Louisiana. Look at it, guys. Look at it. It looks suspicious to me, and I'm D.D. Cooper's son. And I goddamn would be suspicious now, wouldn't I? My name's John Wright. Yeah, I'd like to be the governor of Washington State. Why not? I know some very good people that would come and work with me, and I think you would approve. And if you don't approve them, we won't have them. Thank you for your time, and you have a great day. Thank you.